Second time's a charm. Hopefully, this is live. Coming to you with a little bit of a different setup because I have a bunch of little things that we're going to creating. So, going to be painting. So, I want to be able to zoom in and I'm missing an H, but that's fine. Hello, Sherry. So good to see you. We are live on Facebook and YouTube. So, wherever you enjoy watching, hopefully on YouTube, this setup that we have right here is going to make it absolutely phenomenal for you to be able to see. So when you hop on, tell me hello. And if you are catching the replay, let me know that as well. So I want to show you guys some of the new releases we have. There are some other creators that have this, so this may not be new to you, but it is new to the shop here at the Ruffle Daisy. So we have a couple different options for your interchangeables. Our interchangeables are absolutely adorable, and we're going to show them to you. Let me just show you one real quick. I'm going to put together one of our one of our bundle. Okay. So the bundle interchangeables have 13 different inserts. Okay. The inserts are $5 each. Okay. That's just to kind of tell you how much those are priced. These are $8 each. So you have all the bases. You have this base, or this base. We're going to paint all three. So you can kind of see which one you like better, or grab all three and you can have one in your kitchen. You can have one in your bathroom. You can have one at your little area where maybe you do devotionals. Yay, you got the stickers, Deb. Deb says she got the stickers. Yes, they are mug huggers. These can also go if you just want to buy these little huggers. This one goes like this, and you're going to see the magic come to life. These are for the spacers. So they actually sit on a mug or a flower pot. You can put them on a flower pot. Do I have a flower pot down here I could try it on? I actually do. Let me grab one because I'm going to show you that as well. But we are going to paint the three bases. These are adorable. So the set that I am making, these are all in the new release collection. And I just put that link there. The bases are sold separately. And so let's go ahead and just put them together and I can just show you how they work out. For the base, I think I want this one gray. I think I want this one a dark gray. Let's put all these on here because we're going to do those last. So let's do this base a dark gray. I know that I'm going to do my mug black because then I want to do some white polka dots on it. Actually, we're not going to do our base gray. We're going to use this ocean color on here. And just for you guys that love it here at the Ruffle Daisy, I'm working with Nicole. She's the one who does all the Afraid Not paint. I am working with her, and we're going to have some paint that is specific to us here at the Ruffle Daisy. And so I'm super, super, super excited about that. All right, let's see. We're going to do, let's use those two colors. And then we do need to use black. And then for our terracotta pot, let's just go ahead and use this pumpkin spice. I think. Actually, instead of that, I think we're going to use gray. There we go. That's a word. All right. How are you guys? How was your weekend? It was a good weekend for me. We went, Big B and I went on a date Saturday night. We went to see a comedian, which was really good. His name is Nate Bargatze, if you don't know who that is. Very clean, Christian. It was a lot of fun. And I got way too much paint on here, but we're just gonna go with it. Yeah, we can't go with that. That's way too much paint. Let's put some of it back in here. So if you have plants, these can sit on the edges of your plants as well, which are absolutely adorable. It just decorates another part of your home. I don't know about you guys, but I love my plants. And so I would love to have some of these where you can just bring in some different parts of the season, the holidays. The bundle that I'm doing today, I'm going to show them all to you. We may or may not get them all done today, but it's going to be the yearly bundle collection. I don't remember what I called it. I don't remember what I called it, but it's going to be 13 different ones that you can use. And then there are several you can buy individually as well. All right, I like that as a background color for me, but you could definitely do any color you want. Ooh, the pot would look neat with the baking soda method. That's a great idea. I probably have some baking soda down here. Let's do that. I do have baking soda down here. I think we are going to do that. All right, our little pot, we're going to paint. I think this one we're just going to paint gray because I want all of my little interchangeable pieces to stand out quite a bit. So let's do a gray. We don't need very much. And then all of our words. I don't know. Color should we do the words? Should we just do them white? All right, we need a couple coats on this. And then we also have the top here. Okay, you got to make sure you get the top. Otherwise, they're not going to really have anything to sit on. I just wanted to come and chat with you guys and paint with you guys today. If you are inside our Dream Makers, ooh, what's the baking soda technique? I think we've done it here before. We'll do it. It gives it a really cool texture and finish. We'll do it. If you're in the Dream Makers group, our VIP group, we do have our subscription box live tonight. Okay. That's tonight. So make sure, and it's at 7 o'clock. So make sure that you are over there. Cool. That went dark a little bit. Let's brighten it up and let's zoom it in a little bit more. That's why I changed the setup on these because I really wanted you to be able to see the zoomed in look. There we go. You're going to be able to see the complete mess on the table, aren't you? That's all right. Welcome to the chaos. 7 p.m. It's a date. It's a date. It's a date. It's a date. I'm excited. Anybody watch the memorial yesterday? That seems to be a very touchy topic on social media right now. But y'all know I don't shy away from that. I don't shy away from the faith I have. So, and we live in a world where we should not shy away from that. All right, let's put that there. Let's go ahead. I think my word's like a cream color. So let's just go ahead and use this one. It's called Vintage Lace. Uh-oh. UPS is here. Let me call Big B because I don't have anything for them today. Hold on. He's upstairs. Well, he's not going to answer, is he? That's all right. All right, let's paint this color. Should have, but forgot. That's okay, Marissa. We'll go back over it again and I'll share it with you. Let's get this open first. And then we're going to do the majority of strange question, but how was it? You talking about the memorial? It's absolutely phenomenal. It was absolutely phenomenal. Um, Definitely didn't feel like a memorial. It was like a revival. And I know people have said that, use those words. And we are just in a position to make a big change in our world. I really believe that. I believe it. You can definitely watch it again. And just the speakers, the music, it was all just phenomenal. All right, these may take a couple coats. I'm going to hang out with you for, I don't know, about an hour, maybe a little bit more. So we'll see how many of these we get painted. But like I said, the bundle that we're creating has 13 of them, and they all equate to about $5 each. This base that I'm creating right here, it's the biggest base, and it is 14. The other bases are 8. So depending on your budget, let's see. I don't know what color I want to do the base yet, so I'm not going to do that. We'll figure that out later. I need to do a major cleaning in my it was very positive and loving. I agree. Marissa says she's ready for changes in our world for sure. All right, let's do one more coat on these and then set them aside. Whoop. Let's see, did that mess me over? I don't think so. Where did the H go? Well, I remember the other day Brian found it on the floor and I was like, oh, it goes with that one. And I must not have just got it with this one. So it's upstairs, probably on the workbench. Yep, it's upstairs, I'm sure. Let's get a little bit more out here. Yours will come with the H, though, I promise. Can you believe that next week is the end of August? Man, I was looking at just the rest of the months coming up because I actually have nativity narratives on the laser cutting right now. For those of you that know what nativity narratives is, those are on the laser cutting right now. Um, anyway, I was looking at my calendar and scheduling things and trying to plan um, releases, workshops, all the things. And I was like, we are almost done with September. Isn't that crazy? Crazy, crazy. All right. Let's move these to the side over here. I am going to zoom in my camera a little bit more. Actually, let's paint this one first. Now, for this one, I only need to paint one because this is going to be layered like that. Okay, so we really only need to paint this top piece and our base. let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and do black pink on it. Sneak peeks. I will have sneak peeks for you very soon. I'm excited. Totally different. We've done ornaments for the past couple years, and so I'm really excited. They're not ornaments this year. Well, maybe it wants to come out. This one's going to take probably a couple of coats. I got too much paint again. There we go. I think we're going to put polka dots on this one. A black mug with white polka dots, I think, is perfect, especially for me. I don't think it can be much cuter than that. So we're going to have an ornament week, but the nativity narratives is something different than ornaments. So the past 2 years, they've been ornaments, and they're going to be just slightly different this year. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. Mary, happy birthday. Today is Mary Winkler's happy birthday. Everybody tell Mary happy birthday. I hope you're having an amazing day. Are you working though? Got some gunk in there. Let's do one more little coat. I think my black is, whoops, almost out. All right, we're gonna let this one dry and let's paint our flower pot. I think we're gonna do the flower pot just a regular terracotta color. And that's the pumpkin that I had said we were gonna use. All right, now we got this one. I need to itch my face. Having dinner with your boys tonight. I love it. I love it. I love it. I hope you have an amazing one. Truly, truly. All right. So this is going to be the baking soda method. We're going to put a coat of this pumpkin spice on it. But if you have a terracotta color that you love, you can totally use that. Let's go ahead and get this up. That way it's not everywhere. There we go. All right, so for our pot, we're gonna have to do this part and this part. So we're gonna paint it all one color, and then we're gonna pour some baking soda on it. And I'm gonna zoom in. I'll take my face off and we can zoom in and you can see that a little bit better. But we're just gonna paint and chat today. I think this pumpkin spice is actually a really good terracotta color. Let's paint this. All right, while that is still dry, or I'm sorry, while it's still wet, we're gonna sprinkle some baking soda on it because it's gonna give it a really cool texture. And we might even take some um, cinnamon and age it a little bit more. when that's all dry. And we'll do the same for this one. You notice I didn't go all the way up, and that's totally fine because this is actually, oop, you're not seeing, this is actually going to be what's here. So I did not go all the way up. This is a new release, Mary. Yes, ma'am, it is. And they're interchangeables. I think I'm going to do my base. I don't know what color I want to do my base yet. Let's put these over to the edge here. Let's just set them right there. All right. While all those are drying, let's go ahead and paint one of our inserts. We're going to paint a bunch of them though, okay? Let's get these out of the way because we're going to use markers. We're going to make this easy, easy. Let's get those out of the way. All right. Whew, I think I'm making more of a mess than anything. All right, so let's look at all of our interchangeables and see what we have here. So here are, I'm going to remove my camera here for just a little bit, and I'm going to show you all of these up close. It's kind of like the cinnamon technique. It's just going to give it a little bit more texture. The cinnamon technique is going to like rust it to where you have just a different style. All right, so this set has 13, okay? So we have this one, and then you're gonna have a bunch of these little pieces, okay? This is what is going to make them a hugger. So they like sit down on top of your mug, your flower pot, or one of these pieces that we have. So there's that, oops, there's that one. And then we have a spring. Let's go ahead and just pull them all out. We'll put all these to the side and we'll put them on when we're done. We've got those. How many do you think we can get done today in an hour? Yeah, it gives it a flocked look. That's a good word. Thank you. Thank you. That's a great word. It's the word that I was trying to think. That goes there. Oops, it does go there. This one's a rainbow. This is a good one to have in the summer or springtime. Oops. Shine and then a little cloud. Here's an Easter bunny with the little word hop and a carrot. So each of your little interchangeables is going to come with 3 of these, okay? It's going to come with 3 of those. I don't know that we have room for all these on here. Here's a winter one. Here's a Christmas one. Oh, I have a really good idea for this one for the tree. So we have 2, 4, 6, 7. and it says sunny and has a watermelon. For all of you ladies that do craft shows, this is a really, I can tell you that this is going to be a popular seller for you guys. Um, these are definitely trending this year. And so, what are these? These are our stripes down here. There we go. Got a few more. Gobble. That's adorable. Here's a heart for Valentine's Day. And we got two more. Here's just a fall one. And then a Halloween one. So you have one for every day of the year. All the seasons plus some. All right. Okay. So this is what the bundle looks like. These are all the ones you're going to get for the bundle. And I believe that it was 65, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65. And then you can order the you can order this if you want. You can order the mug. You can order the little terracotta pot, or just get these without a base and you can put them on your own mugs or your own candles. Be very careful putting these on the edge of candles because it's wood and it will burn. But flower pots would be, they're called mug hookers. All right, let's start with these. Let's start with these. And I think I'm going to do the back of this one black so that you can see the cutout of our face here. Just gonna color that in just like that. And then let's do all around the edge. We could do this a different color too, honestly. Each of your pieces is gonna have right here, you have line etching right there. Okay. And so this right here on all of your pieces, I'm going to zoom in a little bit more. That right there is where you're going to put these little spacers that we have. Okay. Let me zoom in a little bit. You really see what we're doing now. So you don't have to paint that bottom portion because it's going to be covered up. All right, I think that's pretty good. I'm going to be using a variety of paint markers, but I'm going to probably use these the most. Let's pull out this green. Let's find a really good orange for our pumpkin. It's probably a good one. Let me pull up comments. I lost them. Let's do this bright green. I really like that green color. That's a good green. So since that's green, let's go ahead and do, I really like that green. Let's do the edges of all of this so that it's green behind our words and matches the green in our pumpkin stem. Just make sure you do have to paint most of it. I mean, because you're going to see your green through the O's. So you want to make sure that you get all the bases that are going to be seen. Use two spacers at mine. That's what, yeah, you're going to get three, but the majority of them, yes, you only need two. That way you're going to get a third one in case you want it on like a flower pot and it's a little thicker. Move this down a little bit more so you can see a little bit better. Let's think. We're going to do the candy purple. So this is how it's looking so far. Let's move those out of the way. And this is going to be here on top of the spacer, but I'm just going to show you this for now. What color should we do this? Should we do it black? It's actually still bright yellow. These are perfect little pieces to use with your paint markers. Can you guys see okay? Or is my fingers covering up too much? Ooh, white? Yep, Laura. Connie and I. It's like yellow. I think yellow would be good. Are you using your Thule art pens or something else? I am using these. They are in my Um, and I might use some Thule ones as well, but I'm using these. They are in my Amazon shop. Sorry. All right, let's go ahead and glue this one together. And we're going to put some polka dots. Actually, I think I want big polka dots on this. And I'm going to show you how it's out. Let's go ahead and glue this together. So this is the mug that we painted first. And it's going to go right in this base like this. Okay. Just like this. Sorry, the black makes the coloring really funky on my camera. I think I want big polka dots. Well, I mean, I guess we don't have to do big ones. I think I do want big ones because I could just do the little ones with my little paint pen, but I think I want to use a sponge. So let's get a little bit of paint out here. Is it sparkling on the spooky? All right, so I have a little spouncer tool here. It looks like it's squished. That looks a little crazy. I don't think that's going to be a circle. I'll see. There we go. We may have to do a couple coats. I am going to get another one. Sorry, guys, because that's smashed and it's not making a good circle. I'm going to put one up here, but you're likely not going to see it because of the way the huggers sit. All of my sponges are like squished. They're not really making a perfect circle. Oh well. This one I feel like needs to be bigger. Sorry. I'm going to do that one like that. That looks better. We are going to do a couple coats on it, but we're also going to I'm going to do the top here, but again, you're not going to see too much of it because your little huggers are going to be covered up. Let's just do a little bit more polka dots here. I like that. We're going to let that dry for a minute. Let's glue this together. Your circles are always wonky. I should use my stencils. And I did think about that, honestly. I just wanted bigger. I need to make some stencils that have different size dots. All right, we're going to glue two spacers on here. So we're just going to glue them right here. There's a lot of paint or a lot of glue on that one. They do not want to cooperate with me today. There we go. It's probably best to glue your spacers together and then put them on here. I think we're going to do some tiny polka dots on our little wrapping paper for our little piece of candy too. Ooh, you can make it double-sided. How would you do that, Dixie? Oh, you meant I should add sparkles to it. That would be fun. We should. I love my sparkles. Need to touch this up a little bit right here. Oh, the mug can be double-sided. Yes. I love that idea. So let's make sure we don't have any glue seeping out this bottom part before we put it on, because then it's probably going to stick. I'm going to show you on this one how it all goes together, and then we're going to go back and paint the rest of them. All right, remember I'm missing my O, so we're just going to ignore that right now. I'll have to go grab it and paint it. Make sure that's flush with all the edges there. And I think we need to go ahead and paint this. That's what we need to do. I'm going to just paint it this color that we did the background. You're just going to hear me start humming. What do you guys like to do when you're crafting? Do you listen to music? Do you watch TV? Or do you like it to be super quiet? What do you guys do when you're crafting? I'm gonna zoom out so you can see this part. We are doing a subscription box tonight, Maureen. Yes, 7 o'clock. Oops. So it's going to sit down in your piece just like this. Why isn't it going in? Hold on, guys. There we go. There we go. There we go. Had to press it down a little bit. All right, so this is what your piece looks like. Obviously, ignore that. But what you're going to have right here, we're going to glue our little spooky right here to where it looks just like this. Make sure it's centered. I think that's probably good right there. Let's press. So you can see the little spacers in there. Okay, I used two. You drop no wine with your friends. That's why you're so far backed up. That's so funny. Listen to music, TV, and sometimes just quiet. TV or music, but you have to have background noise. I love it. I think I have to have background noise too, usually. So then your little piece is going to slide right here. Look how precious that is. So here's your first one. We're gonna dress this up a little bit more. Let's do that real quick. Let's get some brown and let's just dress that a little bit. Let's just antique it a little bit. Here's some chocolate sprinkle. It's gonna be fine. Probably not the one that I want the most, but it's gonna be fine. All right, so now just go ahead and go like this. There we go. Kind of have it distressed a little bit. There we go. And then this cutie, these just sit right here. So you see right here, that little opening right there is what's going to go across to this. Now, um if your pieces have a little bit more like if they're thicker, then use that third spacer, okay? This is Ocean from Nicole, just like that. Okay, that's what it looks like on the back side. It's slipping down, and that's what it looks like on the front. Okay, super easy, super, super cute. Let's do, I think I have a white. It's just black. Let me show you what it looks like on these. This one just needs to dry a little bit more. Show you the terracotta one as well. I honestly think that I'm going to take this a little bit and I'm going to touch up because the sponge kind of gives it a funky texture sometimes, and I want to smooth it out. So I'm going to just paint right there. Whoops, it wasn't dry. So then let's do this. Get some more solid lines. That's much better. Much better. This will look really good with our like our Christmas ones. That's gonna look super adorable. I'm not gonna put it on right this second because it's wet, but this is how it's gonna look on this one. Okay, so we're gonna let that dry a little bit. Let's go ahead and glue it on our base. There we go. So now we have a little mug that's ready to go for our next interchangeable. Let's do the turkey. Let's do the fall one. Here is our uh and then we're going to brush all this off, and it gives it like a flopped look. It's hard to tell probably in the camera, but let me go ahead and I really love the look that that gives. I don't know if you can see that. You don't understand the mug? So the mug is just a separate base. Yep, it's a separate base. I'm going to sand this a little. So I have three different bases here. I have the Home Sweet Home base, I have the mug, and then I have this. So they are different bases based on what you like. The mug doesn't go with this one at all. We didn't paint this either. All over the board today, you guys. You get it now? Totally fine. It's just a base. If you want to have more options, like if you want them in a few different rooms, these are fun for your nightstand, um, an office desk. Okay, are you leaving? Look, and remember when you saw the H? Look, they're all little interchangeables. Aren't they so cute?
Yeah. What do you mean when I saw it?
Remember, weren't you the one that was like, here's an extra H? That might have been my mom. It's upstairs. I love you.
Bye.
Bye. When will you be home? Okay. Okay. I love you. This one would be really fun to put like the Spanish moss on the bottom of it here. So the only thing that I would consider when I was painting these, which you might just think about that, is that if you're wanting to use it for all seasons, I will tell him you said hello. Um, do the mug for your coffee bar. It's a great idea. Um, is just consider what it would look like with all of the different seasons. Okay. A little bit of glue here, and we're going to put this one on right here. It's a snug fit. I'm going to go ahead and take a black paint pen and get that so it doesn't look like it's a messy paint job. We could do that all the way around it if we wanted. Doing this just cleans up your paint lines a little bit more. All right. So now we have this one, and this is what this is going to look like on here. And what I like, it is going to fit here. Let's just get it in really good. There we go. So you have to consider that we did I did the the baking soda on this, and so that gives it a little bit more depth. Okay, so you got to consider that if you're doing things. That's why you are going to get 3 of these in case you need them, okay? But for the ones like this and even the mug, it would be really, really cute to put some coordinating ribbon around it. Let's see. Let's try this one. This one would be cute. It does look better, doesn't it? I don't necessarily always get it done, but it does look better. I don't know if I cut this long enough for a bow. So then you can change your ribbons out to match your little hugger. You can. I can definitely, they're not in the shop, Marissa. I don't have them listed separately, but you definitely can. I just adore the little bow. Oh, I think that's such a great addition. Look how adorable that is. You could even, I didn't do the flocking down here with the baking soda, but you definitely could. But I really, really like that. That's so cute. I think I'm gonna do, let's do some, let's just bring in a little bit more white. There we go. Just add a little bit more white to it just to dress it up a little bit. All right, so that's the first one. Super, super cute. Can we put it on this one yet? How awesome that one is. It just covers that right up. There we go. Ooh, scrapbook paper and napkins are a great idea. They really are. That's a great idea. Let's do another ribbon on this one. Um, a different ribbon. We have a orange or purple ribbon. Be cute. Still an orange. It would match the pumpkin. Let's do the orange. If you use scrapbook paper and napkins, the 3 spacers should definitely be enough. But if you want extra spacers, I can definitely put them in. And I need this painted a little bit more. We're not going to have to be able to do this one yet. That's just still not covered very well. There we go. All right, let's put that one to the side. But we are going to put this ribbon on it, I think. All right. Let's do this one. Let's do fall. All right. So let's do the background brown. Let's do this a brown color. This is kind of a tan color, not really dark brown. I'm going to do a green, but I think I'm going to do some burnishing on here too. And we also have this little, the vein line in the middle that we could highlight with some color as well. Our little one. Oh, that's hard. Apparently that one isn't. All right, well, we need to throw that one away then. Let's do more of a yellowish orange on this one. Ooh, purples, browns, greens, and a golden yellow. That would be very pretty. Not really sure what color this is. I don't like that. Let's do this. It's kind of like a caramel color. Let's do this a burgundy. Let's highlight some of this with some yellow. Let's burnish it. So I'm going to take my marker and I'm just going to draw on my okay, so we have some color on here that we can burnish with now. Look how much that changes it. That's gorgeous. I love it. Let's do probably should have done this one a different color. Let's just try some green on it to bring some green around the edge. And I'm going to do black in our little lines here. You could do brown if you wanted, but I just want to highlight these a little bit. There we go. Let's do a little bit of that red color that I had too, this one, and let's bring that on this one a little bit. Yeah, I like that idea. Let's cut this a little bit more so we can get some fresh sponge. And let's do that. Let's do some. I think it took away most of the yellow though. It did. I think we're going to bring in some more yellow though. I like that though. Oh yeah, just a little bit on some of the edges here. Yes, I love that. That's much better. And then let's brighten this one. Let's brighten this one up. So let's do the yellow on the base here. That way it'll brighten it up some more. But since it's a lighter color, I want to make sure I don't have any of that charring on here. So let's clean it all off. See all that charring that was on it? There we go. Oh, I love it with the yellow background. It's really cute. Really, really cute with that background. So we're going to glue two of these together. Make sure they're spaced perfectly. And then we'll glue them on here. And then when you're gluing this front piece on, you just want it to be up a little bit, okay? You don't want any of this to show, so you want to just place it up a little bit. Oh, looky there. We have a fall one. That's cute. Kind of blends in with the background here. Maybe probably could have used a different color, but I think it's fine. Is it all? I think it's good. Looky here. Look how cute these are. It's a little tight on this one with the baking soda. Really do want a couple. There we go. So then you have this one. Look how cute that is. This one does looks better on the smaller pot, which we're going to call right here. And you guys, we could even put some ribbon on here. Okay. You could definitely put some ribbon on here as well. Maybe some fall colored ribbon underneath it. That would look so cute. I like that. I like that. All right, let's do the turkey and the pie. Let's do the pie. this brown color. I'm going to do it the color that I did the background on here because it kind of looks like a pumpkin pie. Actually, maybe it doesn't. We're going to call it what it is. We're just going to say it's good. Let's see. I think this is the color that is more that I wanted. Yep. I think on this one, we're going to do a lighter background. I think we're going to use this color. These would make a great gift for someone at Christmas. I think that's a great idea. This is our little crust on our pie. And then we'll do a little white dollop in there. Or should we do the turkey? I think let's do the turkey brown, and I'm actually going to paint it with a paintbrush. And then I think we're going to bring in some color on the his little feathers. There we go. Pie is good. Sherry brought me two pies. She brought me was that on Saturday, Sherry? And I don't really think there's any much of any of them left now. Um the a pumpkin pie and a chocolate cream pie. Pumpkin is James's favorite, chocolate is Parker's favorite. So she brought me a couple pies this weekend. There we go. And let's bring in we're gonna do yellow and then maybe a green on the end for his feathers. I think we're gonna do that. So let's get some more yellow on here. And we're gonna kind of bring it kind of far in. Just like that. Just like that. And let's do some red on the very ends. Not really red, but like this bright color. We could bring in a little bit of orange too. This one will be I like that. But I am going to just do on the very tip a little bit more yellow. Yeah, we should do his gobble chin for sure. There we go. So we just did the very ends. So we have some yellow in there. We have some of the red color, and then we have the yellow on the ends. Let's do his little gobble chin thing right here. And let's go ahead and do his feet. There we go. I probably need, let's see. I don't think I have a small enough paint pen to do the white little dollop. And so I think what I'm going to do is take a little dotting tool and pick up some white and put it right in the middle. It is etched on here so that you can see, but then we're going to take this and drag it to make it not such a perfect circle. There we go. That's perfect. Just need a little spot there. We don't need a ton of glue. Look at our little pie. Look at our little pie. Isn't that the cutest thing ever? It matches what we did last week. If y'all missed Fridays, you need to go back and watch our little pumpkin pie banner. It was so cute. You can still get it. It's $5. You can add it to the cart with these. You just didn't, it was free last weekend with another purchase. There we go. I feel like our pumpkin pie needs to be a little bit more orange. I'm not really digging that color. So I think I'm going to paint it with a paintbrush. You apparently missed all of last week. We had fun. That happens, doesn't it? Sometimes you're like, man, oh man, where did time go? Let's repaint our pie. I'm going to use the pumpkin spice, and I'm going to just take a small paintbrush here. What'd you do last week, Marissa? Or do you know? Isn't that funny? Sometimes you're like, wow, where did my week go? I don't even know what I did. That's much better. It looks more like pumpkin pie now. Much better. All right, let's go ahead and put it on top of this one. Let's take it down a little bit so you can see his feet. Not enough whipped cream for you. That's funny. There we go. Super, super cute. We're going to let all of these paints dry before I put any more of them on. This one we could probably do here though. Let's see what that would look like with some bows around it. Man, I just think that's the cutest thing ever. All right, let's do the Christmas tree. Let's do the Christmas tree. What time is it? 2:35. We got a little bit of time. I think on this one, I think I want a white background. Yep, I think I want a white background. Let's go ahead and use our paint. Ooh, that's a lot that just went everywhere. It's going to make it stand out a lot more if we have a white. Let's do this one too. And it's fine that I'm going in these etching lines because these are just for placement. And so you're going to be able to see where to place it. But those aren't something that you need to see, like on the finished project. They're just for placement. Okay. Oops. All right. Let's find a Christmas green here. Let's do this gold. I do not think I have a gold paint pen. So I'm going to just use some gold paint. This would be good to use on our 4th of July, or not our 4th of July, but our St. Patrick's Day one too. Do you have a place to recipe share? Yes. Inside the public group, the Ruffle Daisy Creative Lifestyle. And they should be pinned to the top, Deb. If you can't find them, let me know. Yay, you got your bed and your furniture back in your room. I love it. You're nearing the end. Should we do a colored light bulb? This is going to be red. Should we do a colored light bulb? That looks kind of pinkish. Doesn't look like a true red. I'm a fan of pink though, so we're just going to go with it. What color should we do the light bulb? Actually, let's do it like yellow. And then we're going to put an iridescent over it. Actually, like this really, really light yellow. It's kind of like a cream color, not really a yellow. but then we can put some iridescent over it. Some of the, let's see, enchanted shimmer. Yeah, we'll do that. Let's do some, there's something on the end of my brush. These would look good with some resin. We might have to try that. I agree. That would look really good with some resin. Resin is our, or Deb is our official resin queen here in the group. I got that one a little bit too close. Doesn't need to be right there. Oh, now it's too big. Hold on. Let's redo this. Let's let it dry for a minute. We could do different colored lights on it. There we go. Let's put some iridescent shimmer on this. This is probably going to be hard to see in the camera, but I think I'll love it. Maybe we shouldn't have done the background. What color else should we do this background? Because we could do this one a different color. Because I don't think the light is gonna, well, maybe. Actually, I do like it. I think I do like it, actually. We're gonna leave it. I actually really like that. I don't know if you can tell. I like that. So the set that I am painting right now is the collection that has 13 different inserts in it. There are a couple, there's a scarecrow couple that is sold individually. There is a Mrs. Claus and a Mr. Claus. There's an elf and a snowman. There is, and if you guys have any other ideas, let me know because I can make more. Ooh, I really like the white background. Very bright. Yes, I love that. Look how cute that's gonna look on there. Oh, that's so precious. I don't want to put it on yet because it's not quite dry. That is so precious. I love it. So cute. Definitely add some ribbon to it. I think that definitely takes it just over the top and looks absolutely adorable. Let's do this one. These would be fun to put glitter on too. Ooh, we should put a star on top of the tree. Yes, the snow globe interchangeable is new as well. I do not have it down here with me, but I can definitely pop on when I go upstairs and share it with you. That one's cute. We just have one interchangeable for it now, but there's lots coming. Yeah, I like that one. All right, so I think I want a purple and a blue for this one. I like using purples and blues at winter time. Let's see. I think I'm going to use these. I'm going to do the background, the darker blue here. And I think, and then I'm going to do the words, the burr in that purple. It's kind of a lilac. Which one's your favorite so far? You have the Mary, the Gobble. These are just stinking adorable. Look how cute those are, you guys. These are just adorable. I think I have a new favorite piece. It's always different. Like, I don't, sometimes when I'm cutting it, I'm like, yeah, I don't know if I like this. And then I paint it and I'm like, ooh, I love this. This is going to be fun. I think this one is that way. Look how bright that is. Love it. And then we're going to do this purple. All right, ladies, you know what that means. It is time to pick Parker up from school. We're going to finish this one. My alarm went off. So how many did we get painted? We got all three bases painted. Got all three bases painted. And we painted, hold on, and I'll count them for you. We'll get on tomorrow and paint some more. How about that? Do you want to do that? I love the purple. Love the purple on there. Squeeze it together so it gets stuck. Sometimes you gotta squeeze. If you squeeze it, makes it seal faster. Pressure. Wrist. And then let's put this one on here. And then let's glue that there. Actually, we probably could have done the background of this one different so that they weren't both blue. I think it's okay though. You need to leave to pick up Emma from school. Gavin has cross country. Yep. I'm going to pick up Parker. Would you win a bag from, Cheryl? Do you mean the one from the pumpkin? From here? All right. So here is our base that we have. One of the bases that we have. Okay. So remember, we also have this pot and we have the mug. Okay. So we have two different things, three different things that we can put our interchangeables on. But here it is with the gobble. Remember, I think an addition, and I'm going to do my age, I think the addition of some ribbon on each of these would be so cute. But there is the gobble. And here is the Merry Christmas one. So cute. They slide on, they're snug. I love them. Here's the fall. Super cute. So all these are going to come in a bundle. You can grab all of them and you'll have all of them together. There's our spooky. Here is, I don't know if this one's dry yet. The burr. Put some white ribbon around here with maybe some snowflakes on it. I think that would be adorable. So then we have painted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We painted 5. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them left to paint. So we'll get on again and finish painting those. But for now, I hope you enjoyed it. I really love this one. Some Christmas ribbon on it would be so cute. Oh my goodness. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. All right. Thank you, ladies. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and I will see you again tomorrow.